Welcome. In today's video, we'll be covering motion detection on VideoXpert. Just a quick note, as of this recording, we support in-camera motion detection, meaning the camera triggers the motion and sends it to the server for recording. In order to configure a motion recording schedule on a VX Pro system, we'll go into VX Toolbox and VX Toolbox into recording. Now here we already have a basic schedule set up, but we want motion. So in order to add a motion schedule, we want to click the plus. We can type in a name for our motion schedule. Once we have our name entered, we'll go ahead and click OK. Now we need to set up a trigger. A trigger basically tells the system what kind of motion we're recording. In this case, it's going to be motion detected. Again, this is the camera that's detecting the motion and sending that to the recorder. Now we're going to set the type to no motion detected, meaning if it doesn't detect any motion, it'll stop recording. Once we've set the trigger, we now need to add a source. A source is the actual camera that will be recording it. We'll go ahead and check mark all the cameras we would like for this particular schedule. Now in the field, if you don't want to record all the cameras or you want them to have separate conditions, you can add them individually and just add a new schedule. Once that's done, we're ready to go and the system is now ready to record motion. Now let's take a look at Op Center to see what that motion actually looks like. Here in Op Center, what we're actually looking for is that little blue bar there. That is an indication that motion is being picked up and recorded. With VideoXpert Pro now configured, let's take a look at Enterprise. Now we're going to notice the process is the exact same. The only difference is instead of going into VX Toolbox, we're going to go into Admin Portal. With VX Toolbox and Admin Portal now configured for motion detection, we're going to take a look at setting up in-camera motion detection on a few of our cameras. First one up, the Evolution 360. Now on our system here, we already had motion configured, but we're going to go ahead and walk you through how we did that. On the right hand side, we want to click Admin. From Admin, Alarm Settings. In Alarm Settings, check mark Enable Alarm. Once that's done, click View Triggers. From there, we'll select Type Motion, we'll click Add New Trigger. On the left hand side, under Active Triggers, we'll show motion detection is there. Once we confirm that, click Save Settings. With the Evolution 360 now configured, let's take a look at the Sarax Professional Generation 1. Once we are logged into the camera, we want to go to Settings, from Settings, Events, from Events, Motion Detection. On the Motion Detection page, check mark Enabled. With motion now enabled, we can actually adjust the motion to how we want it to detect. Now, wherever you see red, that is where it's going to record. Where there's no red, it is not. This is done so we can adjust this for each scene. As of this video, Sarax Generation 1 cameras support one zone. Once we have adjusted the motion to how we'd like it to detect, click Save Settings to upload those to the camera. Now, let's take a look at Sarax Pro 2. Now, in Sarax Pro 2, we added support for 3 new zones, bringing the total zone count up to 4, as well as adding object size for being able to specify the size of the object we're looking for, as well as sensitivity. As with the Pro Generation 1s, we can adjust each zone to a specific size. And again, we can have up to 4 zones for this one scene. Once we have configured the zones to match our settings for that scene, go ahead and click Save. We have now configured all of our cameras on our VX system, and let's take a look at what that looks like in Op Center. back-end Ops Center, we can see that we are now recording motion video as indicated by the blue timeline. We have now successfully configured the VX system and we are now recording. As always, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and remember, at Pelco, we've got it all covered.